Hi, it's Nicole with the More Abundant Life site, and today is day 18 of the Ultimate Blog Challenge. And I have to tell you that I am winded. I feel like I've been running a marathon or a sprint. I'm just about out of breath, about out of steam, but I am going to finish this challenge. I am going to get that little sticker or that little icon to put on my site that says I complete the Ultimate Blog Challenge. I started out with a beautiful calendar of content. I've gotten off track a little bit with that, but I'm gonna get back on track because again, I'm gonna finish this challenge. So for today's post, I thought that I would do a vlog, like VLOG, vlog. So I thought that I would share one of my favorite stories in the Bible about the woman with the oil. You know, not the woman with the alabaster oil in the New Testament, but the woman with the oil in the Old Testament. And you know, hopefully that's a story that a lot of people really enjoy. But if you're not familiar with it, you can find it in 2 Kings chapter 4. So just briefly, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the story and my big aha takeaway moment from it. So the woman in 2 Kings chapter 4, she was actually a widow woman, and she had 2 sons. And her husband was very devout and very faithful, and she was left in debt when her husband died. So she goes to the prophet Elijah, Elisha, Elijah, and she tells him, you know, my husband was faithful and devout, and now he's gone, and they're going to come and take my sons and enslave them to pay my debt, and I don't know what to do. And Elijah says to her, what is it that you have left in your house? And she says, I don't have anything but a small vessel of oil. So Elijah tells her, I want you to go around to all of your neighbors and get as many jars as you can and have them in your house. And then once you have done that, shut the door behind you and start pouring the oil into the jars. And so the Bible doesn't record how she responded to that. It just states that she did it. She went to all her neighbors, got the jars, shut the door, and she started pouring the oil. And so the oil filled up one jar, and then it filled up another jar, and then it filled up another jar, until all the jars in her home was filled up with the oil that came from one little jar. And when she had finished doing that, she goes back to the prophet and she tells him, all the jars are filled with oil. And the prophet tells her, well, go and sell the oil and pay off the people that you owe. Pay off your debtors so you can save your sons, and then you can live on the rest. And so that's what she done. I love that story. My big aha takeaway moments from that story is, one, when you have a need, God is more than faithful and able to provide. Because not only did she just have enough oil to get out of debt, to keep them from taking her sons, but she had enough money to take care of her sons after that. So God is more than able to provide for you and your needs. The second big aha takeaway moment for that is, you know, and you'll see this lots of places in the Bible, you have to act on your faith. You have to act on your faith. You can't just say I have faith. She acted on her faith. She said, I believe, you know, I believe God. And so she went out and she got those jars and she went into the house and she poured into those jars of oil, those vessels. So she had to act on her faith. And, you know, the other big aha moment I kind of take away from that is that, you know, we sometimes, you know, Elijah knew what she needed, but we have to voice that. She voiced, this is what I need. And that's how she got her need met. He knew, you know, when she told him what the situation was, probably she needs money. That's probably what she needs right now. But he asked her, what does she need? And so we have to be, you know, comfortable asking for what we need. So, again, my big takeaway is that God is more than able to provide. We have to act on our faith, and we have to voice what our needs are. Now, I do always wonder when I think about this story, when she went, when he told her to go get the jars and the shut door, that sounded a little crazy, you know, that sounded a little, you know, wackadoo. So I always wondered, did she have a moment where she's like, no, I'm not going to do that. You know what? I'm not going to go and ask my neighbors. They're going to ask me questions like, well, what are you doing? What do you need it for? But no, you know, she went and she did it. She didn't care about how bad her situation looked to, you know, people. She's like, I'm going to follow what the prophet said. What saith the Lord I'm going to do, even though it doesn't seem like this is going to lead to any kind of solution, she did it. So maybe that's a big fourth takeaway, is that even if it don't seem like it's going to lead to a solution, if thus saith the Lord, do it. So those are my takeaways from the woman with the issue of, well, not the woman with the issue, but the woman with the oil. And I would love to hear if you had any other takeaways or your thoughts or opinions about it. Thank you so much for stopping by the blog and for reading and for participating. I love when people leave comments. It's like having a conversation with a friend. So I hope to hear from you soon. God bless.